Hey everyone. Welcome back to Entertainment Biz. There are times in the music and celebrity industries when situations happen that go beyond the spotlight and speak to our innermost feelings. We have a very moving story to tell today. It tells the tragic story of legendary musician Bobby Brown, who lost his two children, Bobby Jr. and Bobbi Kristina, to unfathomable tragedies. Let's explore this moving story and discover how he has managed to persevere. The gifted musician and performer Bobby Brown first gained recognition in the 1980s as a member of New Edition and then as a solo performer. After leaving New Edition, Brown inked a contract with the label of his previous group, MCA, who had previously assured Brown of a solo deal should he choose to leave New Edition, and he also signed with manager Stephen Mackett, who had previously collaborated with New Edition. In 1986, the company issued his debut album, King of Stage. Brown's ballad, Girlfriend, peaked at number 1 in the R&B charts, but the album didn't do well overall. In 1989, Brown played the mayor's doorman in a brief cameo appearance in the movie Ghostbusters 2. The next year, he played all three of the three blind mice characters in the Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme children's television program on HBO. He returned to the screen in 1995, this time as a guest star in Panther, and he played a significant part in Martin Lawrence's A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. In addition, Brown had cameos in the movies Go for Broke, Nora's Hair Salon, Gang of Roses, and Two Can Play That Game. Brown is the father of 7 kids. Landon, his eldest child, was born to Malika Williams on June 22, 1986. He met Kim Ward in the early 1980s, and the two have been together since 1989, Bobby Brown, Jr. and daughter La Princia. The 11-year relationship that saw him and Ward come and go ended in 1991. Ward learned that Brown and Whitney Houston were engaged while she was 3 months pregnant. 3 miscarriages occurred with Whitney Houston in 1992, 1994, and 1996. Houston bore him only one child, Bobbi Kristina Brown. Brown initially got to know Whitney Houston in 1989 at the Soul Train Music Awards. After Houston welcomed Brown to her birthday party, they became close friends. Their camaraderie gave way to love. Houston accepted Brown's marriage proposal in 1991, and on July 18, 1992, the two were married at Houston's mansion. In 1993, Bobbi Kristina Brown, their daughter, was born. Later, Houston and Brown worked together on the popular song, Something in Common, which featured their daughter in the music video towards the conclusion. While his music enthralled listeners all over the world, behind the scenes, his personal life was developing in unexpected ways. Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification bell for more entertainment business that you need to know. Brown was first diagnosed with ADD, attention deficit disorder, as a young child and then, at age 32, with bipolar disorder. In an interview, Bobby Brown said, "I was trying to figure out why was I going through these different changes. I mean, I could be happy one moment and then the next minute I'm like angry. Totally. Full of fire and rage." Brown admitted that marijuana was his preferred substance and that he had grown up drinking. Brown has a history of drug use before he met Whitney Houston. In an interview with Stone Phillips of Dateline NBC, Bobby Brown said, "I would spend I'm talking, days to weeks just high. I mean, just high, just on coke. You know. Marijuana at the same time, alcohol. You know. I wasn't a type that was going to discriminate. You know." However, the Brown family experienced tragedy in a manner that was unforeseeable. The iconic Whitney Houston, Bobby's ex-wife, passed away in 2012. Bobby Brown had to deal with the unfathomable loss of his kids. His family was shattered by a terrible sequence of events, and Bobby was left to face the lowest points of his life. Bobbi Kristina was found unconscious in a bathtub in 2015, just 3 years after her mother's death, which was strangely similar. After 6 months in a coma and despite numerous attempts to revive her, Bobbi Kristina lost dead in July 2015. In a statement, Bobby Brown said, "Chrissy was and is an angel. I am completely numb at this time. My family must find a way to live with her in spirit and honor her memory. Our loss is unimaginable. We thank everyone for the prayers for Chrissy and our family as we mourn my baby girl." When it looked like things couldn't get much worse, Bobby Brown took yet another severe hit. At the age of just 28, his son Bobby Jr. was discovered dead in November 2020. Fentanyl, cocaine, and alcohol all had a role in the cause. He was found dead at his home in Los Angeles. Bobby Brown said, "Losing my son was very, very unexpected, just like losing my daughter. We were just in the studio 2 nights before. It was something that hit me really, really hard. He was a musician, played piano, played drums, he was a great writer. He was a teacher and learner. He learned from everybody that he was around and he taught just as much as he learned." A few months later, Brown is admitting regret for his own prior drug-related issues, which he believes may have influenced his son's choice to try narcotics. Bobby Brown has been admiring a lovely dream on a regular basis about his 2 kids. He said, "I always see them at beaches or in fields. They're running away, but they're laughing. And they're always together. I didn't have many dreams about Bobby Chris before Bobby Jr. died. But then all of a sudden, floods of dreams." Bobby Brown has been battling addiction through his foundation, offering assistance and educating people about the risks associated with drug usage. Bobby Brown's story is a powerful example of the human spirit's capacity for resiliency and rebirth, even as he continues to negotiate the difficulties of celebrity and loss. Bobby Brown leaves behind a legacy of advocacy, music, and undying love for his family, which serves as a light of hope for anybody facing hardship. Thank you for watching. If you found this story touching, please like, subscribe, and share. Let's spread awareness and support those in need. Until next time, take care and hold your loved ones close.